Here with News Hour. Parliament's Trade and Industry Committee has called on Trade and Industry Minister Rob Davies to intervene in the sugar industry crisis. The sector has been hit with cheap imports and the health promotion levy or sugar tax. The tax is ultimately aimed at lowering the volume of sugar used by soft drink manufacturers. It has also been affected by a severe drought in KwaZulu-Natal over the past 3 years, which has cost the industry an estimated 2 billion rand. We're joined now via Skype by Graeme Stainbank of the SA Cane Growers Association. Graeme, good evening. Thanks indeed for joining us. This is certainly a toxic mix of factors affecting what was once a thriving industry. How bad is the state of the sector at the moment?
Yeah, good evening, Devin. It's critical. Apart from the two factors that you mentioned, the drought and the sugar tax, we've also had unprecedented levels of imports landing in our country. So all three of these have combined to form what we refer to as a perfect storm, which has literally decimated the cane growing areas of KwaZulu-Natal and Mpumalanga.
Now, you've been requesting government for some intervention. How should government intervene? You've already called for the sugar tax to be suspended.
Yes, Devin. We would like a proper review done of the social effects of the sugar tax and whether it's worth it for our country to have such a tax. And furthermore, we're looking for other interventions in the short term, such as an analysis of the imports that are coming in and why so much cheap world sugar is being dumped in our markets, and also other legal imports coming into our country, and why are they coming in such big quantities, and who's bringing them in. And then furthermore, we're looking at long-term solutions to our crisis, such as alternative uses for the sugarcane crop. It's a very versatile crop. We can generate a lot of electricity. We can create ethanol. We can create packaging. We can create plastics. But all of these need government intervention and assistance.
You've put a figure of about 100,000 jobs being lost just due to the sugar tax alone. What are the other factors weighing on job losses here? And what's the sort of, I would imagine there's a multiplying effect to these job losses.
Yeah, that figure is actually 10,000 jobs so far.
Right.
In total, there are about 350,000 jobs at risk. And as you know, in rural economies, the multiplier is huge. Depending on who you listen to, it's anything from between 5 and 12 times a multiplier. So it's a significant number of people that are affected.
Graeme, I understand that there's an impact on small-scale cane growers as well, and I suppose that's of particular interest if we pay attention to actually nurturing this particular sector of the industry.
Yeah, it is. Our numbers have decreased substantially from a high of over 50,000 a number of years ago to currently just over 20,000. And there are a number of reasons for this drop, and the latest mentioned issues being part of the reason. Moreover, it's becoming harder and harder for small farmers to survive anywhere in the world, and it's something that we've actively pursued to try and maintain in this country because of our social dynamics here.
Just before I let you go, so the next step that government could make to form some sort of remedy here, what would that be?
I think the low-hanging fruit is our imports. Let's try and address those and limit those. Try and protect us from dumped world market sugar.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Graeme Stainbank from the SA Cane Growers Association.